That's the plate that's in there right now. So as you see the wedge, that part right there in the bone, that's opened up.
Yeah.
So they had to cut it, realign it, and then now the alignment's better. But this is now about 18 months ago when this happened. So
Couldn't they get some screws that fit? Go back to that real quick.
Which is real long.
that one sticks right out of the fucking bone. Hey, cut that shit off.
Yeah,
Why is
file that
thing-
shit down.
Is that thing sticking into your leg?
No, I don't. Well, I feel the plate every single time I move.
Yeah.
So every time, because it's like connected to the hamstring. So whenever I move, that plate is very irritating. So every step, even like when I walk, when I run, it's this very irritating thing. And then you gotta wait for so long for that leg to start getting back into place. And if you see that other picture I sent of the foam, my foam leg that I put my hand in, I think Jennifer sent it to you, Jamie, with the foam leg. You'll see this in a second. This is fucked up. So like the swelling in that leg was fucking nuts.
Oh, when you had edema?
Yeah.
You showed it to me in Vegas.
Yeah.
You were sticking your thumb into your
I
shin.
grabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty nuts. But you know, once again, it's just things I was willing to endure to get. Yeah,
There
that's
it
it
is.
right there.
So that's just all post-surgery swelling.
Yeah.
So when the doctor said this to you and he said, look, this is how fucked up your knee is, did he say you need a replacement? What was he saying?
Basically, I had two options. So I went to the first guy, had the surgery done. That's in the book. I talked about that. But then the second guy, so after the first surgery, I was done.
So this is the first surgery after Buds?
No, so this is like back in, looking at 2000. So me and Cameron, this is recently. So I didn't have any surgery going through Buds.
Really?
I didn't have any surgery at all. So I went through, in 2001, I fucked up, 2001, whatever it was, I messed up my leg real bad in Hell Week, kept on going on it. Just kept on going,
What did you do to it in Hell Week?
It was like I fucked it up somehow, like running or whatever. I have it in Can't Hurt Me. But it was, I think the boat, I fell, it twisted, but over a period of time, it got worse and worse and worse. So I was getting like Toradol shots every day. And then it just got worse. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm good. So I kept going on it. So it kind of healed all fucked up. So it just kept going. Years later, it kept going on it. So I stopped squatting. So it became like, okay, my knee's fucked up, my alignment's messed up, my hips are messed up, I can't squat. So, but I can still run. So, okay, I started running. Because running doesn't require you to bend down and shit. So I'm running a lot. And it got to 20 years later, pretty much. And it was 2020, or if I want to get this right, Cameron Haynes came down. We went for a 20-mile run. My knees were fucked up for like 10 years. Long story short, it was like, okay, man, I got to get this thing looked at. So I went and got looked at. The doc was like, oh, we can go in there and just do a quick little fucking, cleanup job. And the cleanup job wasn't so quick. Guy was breaking tools and shit, fucking up, like literally broke tools. And I have it in there. He was breaking tools.
I talked to him.
I know.
He told me your meniscus was the hardest meniscus he's ever experienced in his life. He's like, dude, he goes, I didn't know that meniscus could get that way. He goes, like, he's not human. He goes, when I was cutting into meniscus, it broke the scalpel.
Yep. Wolf's Law syndrome, he said. Wolf's Law something.
Yeah. He said, normally when you cut into meniscus, it just slices right through like butter. He's like, I couldn't cut it.
Yeah, mine went butter. So all those motherfuckers who think I'm going to put in them 100-mile weeks, go fuck yourself, bitch. You don't get no shit like that, baby, by sitting on the fucking couch.
No, I mean, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, you've hardened your meniscus just through constant pressure and pounding.
Yeah.
So he went in there to clean it up, and then what happened?
So basically, that little meniscus, that whatever the fuck was in there, so my alignment was so bad, the only thing that was keeping me able to do anything was that little fucked up, messed up meniscus. It was all jarred up and jacked up, but the second that thing got out, dude, it was like have you seen Star Wars, those storm things, those big fucking things that, what are they called? They have wobbly legs when they hit like logs.
The robot things?
Yeah, the robot things. That's how my leg was. It had nothing. It was just like a little dangling fucking, like, so from my knee down, the shin, the tib, fib, it just dangled. Like there was nothing. And I was like, okay, man, this
So it was worse after the cleanup.
Much worse. Like, I was done. I went from running 200 miles to I did 240-mile race in 2020, October 2020. It was Moab. Went out there, got second place, 62 hours. Knee was fucked up, getting it drained before the fucking race, but I still ran 240 miles. Literally, 5 or 6 days before the race, I'm getting it drained. And it was a baseball-sized fucking, it's called a Baker's Assist. So they drained it, and I went in there and did the race. Finished it, and I was like, okay, here we go. Went on to do some more races. I did like another 200-miler, did a couple more races, and then, like I said, Cam came down. Right after that, I went and got this surgery done. And I went from running every day to now I have some fucking legs that just dangles. And after that surgery, it just fucking dangled. And I was like, okay, man, I'm fucked.
And it's just from that little piece of meniscus.
Just that little piece of meniscus. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, man, this doesn't make any sense to me. There's something fucked. I don't understand why I can't put any pressure on my leg. The amount of blood they were taking out was unbelievable. So there's the blood right there.
Jesus Christ.
That's the blood, dude.
Oh my God, it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
and
5,
you see the black
6.
blood?
Yeah.
That is deoxygenated blood. So whatever was going on, whatever the fuck was going on.
That's why it looks different colors. So the
Yeah.
red blood is the blood that has oxygen.
That's right.
And that was just like coagulated, just
Yes.
fucked up blood.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah. So after surgery, I'm like 7 days out or whatever the fuck it was. And once again, I don't know the exact times, but I have them in the book. I have everything fucking dialed in. I went back, man. I was like, man, I'm fucked up. I mean, it's a simple meniscus surgery, man. Like, people go back a week later. They're playing 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops. I'm like, man, I'm never gonna fucking run again. I'm gonna walk with a fucking limp. So I'm going back. I'm getting fucking like literally getting my knee drained every week, getting PRP. I'm like, man, but in the back of my mind, I know how far I can push myself. I know my body so fucking well, so well. And I'm like, this is wrong. I go, I'm never gonna run again. I'm never gonna run again. And I walk with a limp. So this went on for about six months. So I had the surgery done in February. It was February, March, April, May, June. About 4 months after the surgery, 4 or 5 months. I'm like, hey, Jennifer, I gotta find somebody else to look at my fucking knee. So I try to keep my shit together. But imagine when you go from every day of your fucking life grinding, and you go to nothing. Like, literally, like 90-minute surgery, done.
That's crazy that it was just a little meniscus scope.
90-minute surgery, done.